Hey friends, if you are new to my channel, my name is Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new, I am a retired school teacher, elementary school teacher, turned organizer, decorator, all the things. And on my channel, I do a lot of organizing, decluttering, party setups, not just for other people, but a lot of things at my home. I love seasonal decorating, and I'm always doing something in my house. I don't do a lot of major knocking down walls and all that kind of renovation, but just small things that you can do in your home to make it a place that you like more. So today's video is going to be what I call a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm going to share with you my new rug. I'm going to share with you a gift basket that I made, and I'm going to start painting my china cabinet. If you didn't see my last video, it's one that I got from, it was my mom's, and I found the perfect spot for it in my house, and I've chosen the color finally. I've got my wallpaper in, so we're going to start working on that. So I am ready to get rolling, so let's just hop right on into it. Hey guys, I've got something to share with you. In the midst of the cabinet, I found my rug. And if you've seen my other videos, you know that I just got some new furniture. It's probably been about a month now, and I've been looking for new furniture for years. I'm not exaggerating. And there's a whole nother story behind that, but once I got the new furniture, I really wanted a longer rug because we were able to get rid of the ottomans and the little footstools. So I had this bigger open space, and I just felt like something was missing. So I've been on the hunt for a rug for in here, and I wanted a scalloped rug. Yes, y'all know, if you know me, if you watched, I'm definitely very girly, and I love some scallops. I love some bows. So I was just flipping through one day recently, I think it was last week, and this little reel came up, they'll get you. And there were some rugs at Walmart, which I had already looked online at Walmart and didn't see anything. And I found one, I loved it, but it was too small. And I thought, well, I don't know, I kept looking. Y'all, they had one, and it's blue, 7 by 10, nice big rug, and it was $110. That is a great price. Now I'm about to unpack it and see what it looks like. So fingers crossed that I love it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it down. And I'm gonna take a picture of this rug before I do, because I am gonna try to sell this one. There's just really nowhere else in my house that I need it, and it's in really good condition, so I'm thinking I can sell it. I'll probably sell it for like $40, and you know, then that'll be $40 I can have towards my new rug. So let's go ahead and get it and see what it looks like. Okay, here it is. How gorgeous is this? And look, there are my scallops. So I'm gonna vacuum down in here. I got the pictures of the other rug, and then we'll put it out, fingers crossed. It's definitely gonna be a lot bigger. I'm probably gonna have to put some of these chairs underneath it, but I think I can make it work. So here it is. It's so pretty, y'all. I love it. And it's kind of been like a running joke, because I've tried so many rugs in here and have taken so many back and moved several to other rooms. So it's like, oh gosh, Mom's got another rug. But this is it. I really wanted more blue down here. I felt like the other one just kind of blended into this tightly woven carpet that's almost like a rug itself. And I wanted the scallops. So, you know, and yes, there are a lot more expensive fancy rugs out there, I know. But, you know, I'm not a person that 20 years from now is going to have the same rug. I just not. I like to change, and I want to like what I have. I mean, I may have some things, you know, they're family heirlooms and that kind of thing, but I'm not going to keep the same thing forever. So I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on something that, you know, I may want to change 5 years from now. So anyway, check out Walmart's rugs, y'all. I mean, they've got some really pretty ones. There's pretty ones in the store, but there's a whole lot more online than what they offer in the store. So Hampton approves of the new rug. It's so soft, isn't it, Hampton? Is it so soft for you? It's so soft. I gotta get the back part over there to lie down, but I just think it's so, so pretty. So we're gonna put the coffee table back on it and kind of get things in place. And then I gotta go cook supper. I gotta do some real work. So here it is. It's so pretty, y'all. I love it. And it's kind of been like a running joke because I've tried so many rugs in here and have taken so many back and moved several to other rooms. So it's like, oh gosh, Mom's got another rug. But this is it. I really wanted more blue down here. I felt like the other one just kind of blended into this tightly woven carpet that's almost like a rug itself. And I wanted the scallops. So, you know, and yes, there are a lot more expensive fancy rugs out there, I know. But, you know, I'm not a person that 20 years from now is going to have the same rug. I just not. I like to change, and I want to like what I have. I mean, I may have some things, you know, they're family heirlooms and that kind of thing, but I'm not going to keep the same thing forever. So I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on something that, you know, I may want to change 5 years from now. So anyway, check out Walmart's rugs, y'all. I mean, they've got some really pretty ones. There's pretty ones in the store, but there's a whole lot more online than what they offer in the store. So I'm going to see if I can film this. I've got the washing machine going, so we'll see how that goes. So here is the plan, and it is going to be done in this video. I know you're thinking she's never going to finish this cabinet, but I am. So the first thing that we did, if you remember on the last one, I was telling you about this light fixture. I was concerned about putting something here because of it, and these globes on it were facing downward. So we were able to turn them the other direction. So you can see, I mean, they're just really perfect there. So I'm really gonna play off of that gold that's in those. So we went ahead and changed that. And then I had to paint around that a little bit, so I've already done that. This pretty little painting was one that my daughter Hope did for my mom, and it's been in her house ever since she did it, so I don't even know, y'all. Probably it was there for, I know it's been there for at least 10 years, probably more like 13. But this may give you a hint as to what I'm going to do with the cabinet, because when I saw this there, and my dad's kind of put something in front of it, so I asked him if I could just take it with the cabinet. Of course, he said, sure. So I'm going to be using the blue. I've gone back and forth. This was the green that I had, and while I do love this green, I'm going to show you, it'll come up. I have a cabinet upstairs that's this color, and I love it. And I have a little green piece in the kitchen, and I also have my green little cabinet in the buffet cabinet in my dining room. So I've already have 3 pieces green. So I just decided I'm going to go blue. So I don't know if you can see this or not, because I know that's a small little sample. This is a color I have upstairs, I think in Hope's room. I'll show you all of that. And that's the blue that I'm going to paint it. And I am going to paint these knobs gold. I am going to do glass. Several people on my Facebook said, you know, don't do chicken wire. And I agree. That really would not match with the gold and the gold hardware. So I am going to get glass cut to fit it. These will be gold and those will be gold. And then the back of it, I am going to do the wallpaper that I have in my cabinets in the den. I'm going to show that to you also. And I'm not gonna have this much stuff in here. Most of this was just stuff that my mom had either on the shelf or in the drawers, and I just stuck it all in here till I had a chance to reorganize it. A lot of the stuff in this basket's gonna go in the drawer, and then I'm just gonna rearrange. I will be using some of the things that are here, but not all of it. And then I'm just gonna kind of figure out, I'll probably keep a basket under there, and I don't know, there may be something else that happens out here, not sure yet, but after I get it painted, we'll see. And then I did paint these little frames white so that they would match better back here, because I've had these pictures of the girls up since, you know, Caroline was 6 months in these pictures, and that's so sweet. And I just love them. Every time I come back here, I look at them, and I just cannot move them. And my husband even said, he goes, I was so worried you're going to move those pictures. I said, and I told him, no, I love them too, but I just needed to paint the frames. So let me show you my green pieces. I'll show you the wallpaper, and I don't know, it seems like there was something else, but we'll see. So this is the wallpaper I have in here, and also have it in my shelves, but I love this paper. I love it, love it, love it. It's just so peaceful to me and calming, and very much my style. So this is the paper that will go in the back, and it does have some of the lighter blues and the darker, so the bird painting is going to be so sweet there, and the blue paint I think will be really pretty on the cabinet to match it. So this is the green cabinet that I have in Hope and Justin's room when they come, the guest bedroom. And I absolutely love this green. I love it. But I think since I have this up here, and I have a few other green pieces I'll share with you, I think I'm going to be okay. Not just to do that one in blue. Other things I wanted to share with you, and I might have said this on another video. I want to, in here, this cabinet needs to be pushed over because that one's closer, but I want to push these two closer to that, and then I want to get a couple of little pieces to go on the end and paint them the same color, so it kind of looks, you know, just like one big unit. But I want whatever I get to go on these ends to have storage, and then a flat top so that we can use them kind of like a little end table for these chairs. I found two that my sister had. I thought they were going to work, but they're too big. So I'm probably going to just look at Ross or Home Goods, because it doesn't have to be anything, you know, fancy. If I could find two at a thrift store that I could paint, I would love it. The problem a lot of times with thrift stores is that you only find one. So even at Home Goods or Ross, that's true. Sometimes you only find one. But anyway, I'm looking for something to go on each side. I have looked on Amazon. I've got a few things I'm thinking about that I will paint, and then I want them to have some storage underneath it. And this is my green little buffet that was my grandmother's. It's a lighter green. It may not even show up that well on video, but it's still green. So I have that piece. Then you might remember seeing the video when I did this little piece, and I love this green. This is a spray chalk paint. I love this color. But, you know, that's green too. So that's 3 green pieces. So I think I'm just going to go with the blue. I know I love light blue. I know it makes me feel so happy. This is just fun to me, but the light blue is very calming. So I think I'll be happy with it. So let me share with you another project. I know y'all are thinking, oh my gosh, I know. So this cushion, I hope my daddy doesn't get me, but we're fixing it. This has been in my dad's, you know, my mom had the bay window, and we always had a cushion in it, and the girls would, and I don't know if Spencer did, but the girls used to love to get in it and read, have snacks, whatever. But when they got the dogs, guess what? The dogs took the seat over. So the dogs are not there as much now. So I told Daddy that we were going to, I'm going to recover this. So I'm going to take this off because it's just, obviously it's dirty, and see, Hampton smells all the dogs. And I found this weekend, my husband and I just spent a little time out and about this weekend, and I did run into a few stores, and I found this at a thrift store for like, I think it was $5. It's actually a curtain panel, but we have kind of a navy curtains on each side of the bay window, and so this would, you know, be on the seat in it. It's a curtain panel, much cheaper than fabric. And it's also, you know, it's lined, so it's a nice, it came from Target, it's Threshold brand. So I just thought, why don't I try to cover it with this instead of buying fabric? And even if it doesn't quite go all the way around, you know, it really doesn't matter because you're only going to see the top. So I am going to see if I can use that to cover it with, and I think I can. I'm going to tear this off. We're going to throw that away. I'm going to spray down the cushion really well with some Lysol, get it nice and clean, and then I will recover it.
In the morning light, when the world awakes, I see your smile, and my heart just breaks for all the love you've given and all that we share. I promise you I'll always be there.
So it's definitely going to be big enough. I think it's going to go all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and just spray this down with Lysol. I've already washed this after I got it from the thrift store. And that's really all I'm going to do. I'm still flopping around in these clothes because I'm about ready to change. Caroline and I are going today to do some back to school shopping for her. She's real excited. She's been saving her money all summer from working, and she's got some little clothing items she wants to get. We're going to get her a few new school supplies. So we're going to be leaving soon. So I'm just going to spray this, and then I'll do this, put this on a little bit later. But just remember, you know, I think about stuff like this a lot because your fabric is expensive. And y'all, this is so nice. This is lined, it's heavy. It's a beautiful fabric, and like I said, I paid $5 for it. There is no way I could go and buy a fabric, quality fabric, to cover this thing for $5. So I'm going to try to put this on in a way that maybe even use elastic or something on the bottom, that if I needed to take it out and wash it, I could do that. So anyway, just keep that in mind. And if you're stapling something underneath or whatever, there's so many things that you could use. And you really have more options when you do it that way too, because think about all the curtain patterns there are out there. And thrift stores have lots of them. And many times they only have one panel. So you could just buy what you need. So we're going to put together a little back to school, she's in college, basket for my niece. And I'm just going to show you everything that I have in here. And we found this yesterday at Target, and it was in their bullseye section for $5. So I was going to put it all in this. Got trash bag started this morning. So this is just a little menu recipe board. It's got little Post-its, just a little notepad, and this one is for menus. She's really enjoyed cooking this summer for my dad, so I thought she might enjoy that. And this was a Hobby Lobby find. They have all of their spring and summer like 70% off now. I thought that would be cute. And I got her just some Nerds clusters, because who doesn't like those? Some flare pins. I found this at, I think it was at Walmart, and I had to have it because I know this will make her think about me, and I just thought this would be fun for them just to stick somewhere for back to school. So I'm going to put him in there. I got her one of these little Scentsy things, melts for her little burner, wax burner. Some of this popcorn. Put a few bags in and add a few more. got her a little brownie mix for a night when they just want to make something sweet. Some granola. This cute little spa headband. I think I'm just going to take this off. Tried to do some, you know, pinks and the yellows a little bit. I just picked this up at the Dollar General. Get the little tag off. Just $1. I thought that would be cute for them to sit somewhere during Halloween time in their new apartment. And this is like one of her favorite snacks ever. The only thing I really didn't get to put in here that I wanted to was, you know, maybe a drink, but that's okay. I just kind of ran out of time. Let's see. So I think that's pretty cute. And I'm going to see if I've got a clear bag to put it in and maybe wrap it on top. So let me see if I can find one. I also got some of these, just little sponges. I forgot about these. I'm going to take a few out and just kind of stick those in between. So here you have it. The main reason that I wanted to put the bag over it is because, you know, if she sticks it in her car, I didn't want things to be falling out of it when she's traveling to school. So this bag actually is one from Dollar Tree, the big like basket bags. The other clear bags that I have, those are a little bit thicker, and I typically buy those at a floral shop near us, but I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. They just come in different sizes, and they're priced by size. So I go in there a couple times a year and just buy like a bunch of sizes. So, but they just weren't quite tall enough for this. So this one just came from the Dollar Tree. So I got her a little ribbon on it, stuck her a little card in there, so I think it's ready to go. So here it is. I just put all the stuff in it that kind of was in it before and a few extra things. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get it all cleared out. I've already dusted it. And then I've got to do the part that I do not like about painting. It's just the setup. It's just the, you know, the whole prep thing to get things ready to paint. So, yeah, we're just going to hop right on into it. I'm going to take this stuff out and get it ready and see what I can get done.
Don't give up on what you feel inside. Your dreams are where your truths reside. It's not just wishing on the stars, it's falling down and raising bar. Each bruise will shine like victory's flame. So stand up strong, play the game. The world won't dream for you, so make your own come true. Make your dream happen, take the leap.
Valspar. It's a satin finish interior. Excuse me. I had really thought I was going to use a matte finish, but they didn't have this in matte, so we just went with the satin. I think it'll be just fine. It just won't be, quite as shiny, which I didn't want it shiny, which matte is not, but it's not going to be as shiny as like a semi-gloss would be.
They play to grow, they play to win.
So here is the color. This is one of the colors we have upstairs in one of the bedrooms up there. It is a very pale blue. I know the votes were kind of split when I did it on Facebook. Half people said green, half said blue, and if you saw the part before this, you know the reasons why. I did choose the blue. It is very light, but of course it's going to dry a little bit darker than this. I'm safe with this color. I know I love it because I already have it in another part of the house, and paint's tricky. Sometimes it looks really good on a sample, and then you start to put it on and you're like, oh my goodness. So I know I'm safe with this one.
Your name, burn with purpose, dance through flames. Say yes to risk, embrace the call. You're meant to rise, not meant to fall. This is your time, your elevation. Step into your transformation. The world won't dream for you, so make your own come true. Make your dream happen, take the leap. Climb the mountain, dive so deep. Speak with passion, live out loud. Stand out fearless in the crowd. You've got fire, you've got the light. You were born to win this fight.
Okay, so I'm not going to film me painting the whole thing. I've just got a brush that I use all the time that I'm going to use to paint the smaller sections, and I'm using this small roller. I'm going to show you I took the handles off of the drawer, what the wood was before. So if you're a wood lover, don't look, close your eyes. I know there's a whole community of people out there that are appalled when you paint wood or brick, and if that's you, sorry, I'm not trying to upset anybody, but I love painted furniture. I guess, my mom did, I do. I like light, airy colors. I like some natural woods mixed in too, but I'm just not a big fan of dark. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the first coat on it. I know I'm going to have to do 2 coats, but it's covering really well, so it should dry really pretty. I'm not painting the very back because I'm going to put wallpaper back there, and it came in yesterday, so I'll be all ready to go. I may not finish today. Today's actually my birthday. We were gone all day yesterday, and then Saturday we spent the day, my husband and I spent the day together kind of celebrating that and our anniversary. We were married 30 years last week, so long time. So we're going out to dinner tonight and all the things. So I'm going to get done what I can do today. I've got to run pick up Hampton in a few minutes or a few hours, take my niece's gift to my dad's house. So, typical day for me, just kind of running here and there. But I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to get the coats on, and I'll share with you when I finish it. I guess my mother did not take these off when she painted, obviously, which I'm kind of surprised because she usually does. She just painted it all white and take those too. But I'm going to spray paint them gold, but this is what it was like before. Very, very dark, and it was like this when it was in my grandmother's house. I remember it because, people did not paint furniture back then for sure. It wasn't even probably thought about much. But anyway, that's what it was, so I'll get that painted also. Okay, so I have 1 coat on it. You probably cannot even tell the color because it's very light, but it's got to dry. But I'm going to put another coat on it and make sure I have some good lighting so I don't miss any of it. And like I said, it's probably, if you look at it next to that, you can probably tell a little bit. But this is Coco. Hey, Coco. So we're going to go get Hampton from the groomer. Isn't he so sweet? I know, you're so sweet. He's the sweetest baby. Hampton's not really as sweet as Coco, but I love him anyway. But Coco's the sweet, sweet baby. gotten one piece. That piece in the center is stuck down. I've got my X-Acto knife that I'm going to go around and trim it, and I've already cut the pieces for here and there, and I decided that I'm going to put a piece in the drawer. I have enough to do that, and I think it'll just really make it look clean and whatnot. So let's run outside first and check on the hardware, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this paper in. It's going to be so pretty, y'all. And then we'll get it all put together. I think it looks pretty good. This is how it's going to be on, so I'm not going to worry about moving that little latch again. I've already done that once, so I'm going to call that done. This is the paint I used. I used this paint. I think this is also the paint I used on the hardware that's in the kitchen. While we're out here, let me show you. I have this little cabinet out here that I moved from the garage, and it really, there's not a whole lot of things that really serve too much of a purpose in here. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a place in my little storage area in the garage for my paints. These are just paints that have collected out here while I've been painting. I'm going to go through these paints, get rid of any that's not any good, and put the rest of them back with the other spray paint, clean off these shelves, and then I have something in the garage storage that I'm going to move out here because I want to use that for some of my little decorative pieces. I need the space. So that's going to be one of my big organizational projects today. Not huge, really. But again, I want us just to think, embrace the space you have. How can you use it a little bit better? And that's what I'm going to try to do today.
I want to be enough for you. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Playing just too much and being rude. Ooh, yeah. Think about it, 'cause I'm dying, baby. If you want it, you just have to take it. If you feel something, but you gotta tell me. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's stopping me. I like, but how you taste. Give me the signs. I'll take the step for you. You know I like you, baby. You know I want you to take control. Alright, baby. Alright. You know I like you, baby. You know I want you to take control. Alright, baby. Alright, baby. I want to be enough for you. Ooh, yeah. Playing just too much and being rude. Ooh, yeah. Think about it, 'cause I'm dying, baby. If you want it, you just have to take it. If you feel something, but you gotta tell me. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's stopping me. I like, but how you taste. Give me the signs. I'll take the step for you. You know I like you, baby. You know I want you to take control. Alright, baby. Alright. You know I like you, baby. You know I want you to take control. Alright, baby. Alright, baby.
So one thing I want to say about wallpaper, whether you're doing it in shelves, on the wall, wherever, the quality of the wallpaper makes a huge, huge difference. I have done so many different spaces and different wallpaper, from Amazon to Target to Walmart has some, and you know, this roll, I can't remember how much was on this roll. I do have some left after doing this little project, but it was like $40, which, you know, that may sound like a lot, but I'm telling you, the quality makes such a big difference when you're putting it down. It's easier to work with. You don't get all those air bubbles that you do when it's cheaper. But the wallpaper that they sell at Walmart is good. It really is. They don't have a huge variety, and I don't know that every store carries it, but it really is good wallpaper. I've had very good luck with it, staying smooth, not having a problem putting it on. But just think about that when you're choosing. The other thing to think about is if you have a busy pattern and you're trying to match that pattern up, it's going to take you longer, but it's also going to take you more wallpaper because you've got to match up the seams. So again, the quality and the pattern makes a big difference of the ease of it going on. I've gotten frustrated with a lot of it over the years, but this was super easy to do. Thank goodness. So here it is. I hope it's showing up well. I've got light in here. It's just so pretty, y'all. I'm really glad I went with this blue. And you can kind of see with the painting that Hope did right there, it really all blends together. And I do, like I said, I love the green, and I do have several green pieces of furniture. But I also kind of felt like that it might clash some with the green that's in this wallpaper, and I feel like the blue just is very soft, so it blends. So what I'm going to do next, I've got to kind of reorganize some of my little decorative stuff, and then I'm going to just go ahead and stage it, not a whole lot, and then we will have to measure next and put the glass in it. But it really did just turn out so pretty, and the lights up there just worked out great. I went ahead and lined, let me just close it. I don't want to close it quite all the way because maybe still a little sticky. I went ahead and lined this drawer because it had paint splatters in it, and since I already had the paper, I just went ahead and lined it too. So I'm going to go on outside, get started on that reorganization, and then we'll get it staged. So when I put this out here, I really just didn't know like what I needed to put in it. And like I said, my spray paint's just landed there because that little mat I spray paint with is over there on the ground. But I'm going to put all this up. Y'all have a whole basket full of paint to put away. Most of it was still good. The only shelf in there that really gets dirty at all is that bottom one. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the top three for the things that I want to transfer out here. And then that'll free me up space on the inside cabinet, which, yay, I need it. And this is the basket full of stuff that needs to go back to its original spot. So, you know, I say this a lot. Sometimes you have to sit on stuff for a while to figure out exactly how you want it to work. So here's the cabinet that I have outside. I used to have like this whole big wall in the garage between the cars where I stored stuff, and it just got to be too much, and then we knew Caroline was going to have a place for her car. So we moved some stuff. So this ended up here, which I like it here, and the other one just like it is outside. But here's the thing. So in here, the bottom two, I think, or I don't even know, y'all. Like, this is all like seasonal paper products. I think that's a waste of space for me to be storing this much of this. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to put this stuff in that outside space. As long as it's in this and that's under something and it has a door, it's going to be fine. But what I've decided is we're going to use this stuff up each season. I'm not going to be storing it from one season to the next. I really think that's ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. And just keep maybe some birthday stuff on hand. But everything else, I think, just needs to be used up and let it go. Because I see stuff every year I want to buy new, paper stuff. So anyway, so we're going to take this out, move it to the back. And then I'll have these 3 shelves that I can use for some of my decorative things, which I'm excited about. So I've just decided that I am just going to go through this stuff because I might want to use these bins for the other things, and I'm just going to keep just a little bit. If they are still in their wrapper, I'm going to donate those because I feel like those could definitely be used. But I'm just tired of hanging on to this stuff. So we're going to find a new home for a lot of it, and then I'm going to see if I can just kind of consolidate, put the seasonal things in here that we need to be using, and then I'm just going to get rid of the rest of it.
I feel it in my veins, masking all this pain. Been searching high and low, with nowhere else to go. I used to feel alive, so many years went by. I wish I had more time, just wanna feel alright. Stars across the sky, guide me home. No more crying, it's time to go. Been searching for you, high and low. I need to know, where did you go? We can fly away, we can fly away. We can fly away, we can fly away. To a higher place, take me to a higher place. To a higher place, take me to a higher place.
Oh, I'm drifting away, feeling light as air. 'Cause happiness found me everywhere. I've been dreaming, I've been striving all this time, and now it's all come to life. I used to stumble, words wouldn't come. When you were near, I'd come undone. But now I stand, my heart.
So I pretty much got them narrowed down to half. And one of these, I think this one's got the football and stuff in it, fall. That one we're going to take out really soon, so we'll be using that one. I think the labeling is probably okay still on them. I know one of these I did put a little happy birthday thing, so I'll probably put another label for that. But we're fixing to just start using this stuff up, y'all. I'm just not going to keep it. And that gives me 4 bins that I can use when I start sorting all this little decor I'm going to keep. And then I'm going to donate these. I know the little lady that works in the seasonal part at the thrift store I donate to, so I'm just going to see. I think she does have, I mean, almost all of this is still in the wrapper, so I feel like she could just put it in the holiday and that it could be used. So we'll see. So now y'all are really going to think this lady has a problem. This is what I'm talking about, the reason I needed to make some changes. So I don't know if you guys do this or not. If you like to decorate in your home, you probably have some semblance of this, but I have all these little things that I like to pull out for different times of the year, just to kind of accessorize or dress up, maybe a cake plate or a little corner or whatever. They're really not, like I would say, seasonal. These are just things that I use in my house, throughout the year. They're not with my regular seasonal things. And honestly, they've just been I've just had to put some here and there, and it's a problem because I don't really think that I'm getting to use all the pretty little things that I have. So part of my reason for cleaning out those was I'm going to put some of this stuff outside. And that, when I say outside, it's right by the garage door, so I can grab it quickly. And then I have, let me show you these other places that I have. I have a little bit of room in this that I just put in here. And then this is my little buffet table that's in my dining room. I can put some things in there. And then, of course, this new cabinet back here, I am going to put some things to display. But I'm going to keep this very minimal. And it does have a drawer, so I can put some things in it too. So I'm just trying to think this through and decide what needs to go where. So I'm going to go ahead and put what I'm going to have in here for now. I think that'll help me kind of decide, what else I have left. I've got all my stuff going, started putting some stuff in some of the bins, but I think the best thing is to get this styled, and then I'll know what I have left to work with. Okay, I'm gonna let you look at it before I finish getting all the rest of my stuff up. Y'all, it's just so sweet. It really is. And I think I kept enough stuff in here that was Mama's, and that I can, and added some of my own things. And like I said earlier, I restyled this cabinet in their house. Well, Mama wasn't here, but when my sister was living there, I redid it several years ago. So some of this was stuff that I just put in there, but some of it was stuff she had. So this was hers, and I just tied a little ribbon on the back of it. That was hers. This was a consignment store find. Birds and owls always make me think about her because that's what she loved, and this was probably her favorite color. So that's another reason for painting it this blue. This is so her. She would have loved this. I kept the picture of my grandparents, but I put it in a different frame so it would match a little bit better in here. This was something she already had in it. These two things were thrift store finds. Had the little bird. Again, they made me think of her, and I already had this. This was hers. I had a little ribbon there. And then that was a thrift store find. And then that candlestick was hers. And then these were some things I had. So I think it turned out so, so pretty. I'm going to now go ahead and let's finish this up and figure out what I want to put in here and where I'm going to put the rest of the things in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to give you the final tour here with the drawer. I just decided, I told you I lined it, and I got just a couple of these little baskets I already had. I am always looking for these, and I do think I have some more around, but I'm going to keep them in here. That way I know right where to go. This is my birthday present. I got to share that with you. One of the Nora Fleming little things that go on my paper towel holder. So I'm going to use this area for them. Then I can always move these over if I get more. And this was just a few things that were already in the cabinet that I didn't want to get rid of. So that is done. We'll get the glass made to go on it. I put that picture up there. Mama had the flowers. I just changed the picture because the other one really didn't match this blue. And I got the basket down here. And so I think it's looking very pretty. We'll turn this light off too. That might give you a better idea of the color. So that project is done other than the glass, and we'll get that taken care of. So here's how I kind of finished this outside cabinet. And again, this is right by the garage door, right by the kitchen, so easy access. I just put some of my small little plates and candlesticks in this bin. I wanted to use the bin so I could stack. This has all my little owls and a few little sheep. The owls are significant to me because of my mom, so I always try to keep those, and I like knowing where they are because I just have little times throughout the year that I just want to pull one out and put it somewhere. So I want this way to be so easy for me to find them. They're not scattered everywhere. This one has a lot of little mushrooms. I use those too, scattered in things, and some birds, little tiny birds I use in things. This one has small vases and a couple of bigger mushrooms. I see a little bird there too. The good thing about the clear is you can see it. And then these just have some small greeneries and some little signs. I don't have a lot of those anymore, but a few that I've kept to put in there. And then I've got my little vases over here, and I put my flags right here so they're close to what I need to do outside. And so for right now, I'm just leaving these things down here. But see, I still have some room. It's not so crowded. I think this is going to help me so much. And then these are really a lot better too. They're better organized. I don't know how well you can see in there, but pretty much in this one, I just have pretty little vases. And then I have some of my pink greenery that has pink in it. And then one of the boxwood things there. And then in this one, I can see it a lot better. I've got a couple more vases, some more of my little pink things, and then another little boxwood. So I think it's going to help me a lot in here too. And this is this outside cabinet. First of all, it needed cleaning, so that was good. And so really now it is very clean, and I didn't keep a whole lot. I just got some, mainly the knives, plastic knives, because we use those to decorate cookies with at Christmas, so I want to keep those. and the gold little plastic flatware. And then I've got some spring and summer things right there. A little bit of that down here. Seems to be what I have the most of, probably because of the teas and whatnot. And then I'm gonna keep a little bit of birthday stuff. And then this is kind of the fall one. And this is from Trent's grilling stuff that I was able to contain, and the grill's right beside it, so that's perfect. So this one is about to be emptied, so I'm gonna get it down to where I only have to have this stuff on one shelf, and then that'll give me some room out here for more outdoor things. So this is the last thing I want to share with you today. Some of you may be very familiar with these products. This is the Nora Fleming, I think's the name. And these come in, I mean, you can get bowls, you can get little trays. This is the paper towel holder. This is what I got for my birthday. I had been asking for. And then on these ends, you can replace these little things seasonally. So they have so many cute ones, and y'all know I'm a very seasonal person. So anyway, this is my big birthday gift. I was so happy about it. And I'm going to just keep collecting. I got a paw print that I'll use for football season, and then we'll just keep collecting from then. That's going to be it for today, y'all. I am tired. You know, when I hear people talk about some of the minimalist and things, you know, and they talk about the stuff that you have, and it's like inventory, and you got to be able to keep up with it. It's so true, because you know, all the stuff that you have, if you're going to be able to use it, you've got to be able to get to it, and you end up moving it from one place to the next. So I would say for me, I'm definitely not a minimalist. We all know that. However, I don't like to have so much stuff that I can't enjoy the things that I have. For me, I think my biggest thing would probably be like, you know, seasonal decor and little household things, just like I was showing you earlier. So it's worth it to me to keep that stuff organized and to go through it, which it might not be for some other things. It just depends on what's important to you. Clothes are not that important to me anymore. I mean, I like to have some cute things, but I definitely don't have as much as I used to, and my closet does stay fairly minimal. So I think you just have to figure out, you know, this is something I really enjoy. Maybe it's your hobby like it is mine, and you're willing to try to, you know, keep it in order. But the thing that I always say, and I want you to really get from this, is, you know, for me, it's about embracing my space. This is what I have to work with. I'm not going to be adding on or knocking down walls or doing any of those things anytime soon. And then I think, do I really even want to do that? Because then I got to fill more places, you know. But just think about what you have right now, and maybe you're not using it to the best of its, I don't know, potential, that you could find a way to use it better to help you just on your day-to-day life. So I hope that this gave you a little motivation, a little encouragement. Go find a pretty piece of furniture to paint. I don't know, but I'm tired. I've been really busy the past 2 days doing this and that and all the things. So I'm going to call it a day on this one. I hope that if you enjoyed it, you'll subscribe and see me on the next one, because you know, so much going on all the time. Can't wait to see you.